defense may now present their case.
The witness who testified will tell you that the theft was not innocent or unintentional, but a deliberate violation of copyright laws. The stories told by the witnesses may vary in personal views, but the underlying problem will remain the same, that the accused organization, Cybercams, knowingly and willingly broke the law to illegally obtain software that is the legal property of my client. Regardless of any prior instances of purchase, Cybercams sold the software.
It is true. There was a downloading of the software. However, as you may have known, Cybercams has an agreement with Adobe that allows us to use their software at this camp. We have purchased the software, we install it on the computers that we need to, and they are compensated for it in more than one way. Yeah, I know. Look, I'm in shorts, a t-shirt. I'm not even probably dressed for this court. But apparently no one else is either.
So
no offense.
separate model.
Please place your hand on the Bible.
Yeah, they make these things smaller and smaller.
Repeat after me.
This is David. He is the head of Adobe. David, I'd like to ask you, how has this illegal download affected the reputation of
Put
Adobe?
it in their pocket and walk away with it. They should be careful with that key that they purchased.
I have one more question for you. What alternatives could the camp have used instead of illegally downloading Adobe Photoshop through the BitTorrent?
Well, first of all, they could have called Adobe and asked us for a replacement key, because we know that they are registered under us, so we have their information, so we know that they bought copies, so they could have just called us and gotten another key from us.
This is making you lose money on how brand you see.
Well, considering that each copy of Photoshop costs around $1,000, it's like 27.
What do you think that employee is going to say?
Photoshop.
Exactly. And what do you think that company is then going to do?
Possibly.
Well, if they do hire them, what do you think that company is going to do?
Make them work in Photoshop.
And if they don't already have Photoshop,
Give them it.
purchase it from you.
Yeah.
So, saying that this pirating is having a large effect on you isn't necessarily true.
But the amount that is downloaded every day.
One key is worth 3 computers.
No.
That business, no.
One key cannot be transferred to any computer.
At all? Okay.
No, it's not. I looked it up. I mean, I wrote the code.
Okay.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I swear to tell the truth. I swear to tell the truth. The whole truth, nothing but the truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, whatever shreds of holiness may be found in the rock band. So help me, whatever shreds of holiness may be found in the rock band.
Right. You could say your age before.
I'm 14.
You would find out that the power had erased a lot of the hard drives on the computer, and to find that when you came back, you had no longer the program to use on your computer. Now, would you say that it would be, harsher to just turn all the campus and say, sorry, we will no longer have camp, we all have to send you all home now? Or would it be better for the camp to, in any way possible, find its way to get itself back up on its feet and get the program running?
Well, I think you could have asked Adobe to get more keys to be able to do reservations.
I would like to call the camp director Cookie to the stand.
Please approach that Chester cake. It wasn't.
Please place your left hand upon this Holy Bible.
When you are in charge of campers from the age of 10 to 17, and you have to tell them that they have to go home because there's a lightning storm, and Photoshop was deleted off of every single computer.
This is not
Presented their examination. Your witness? He's my witness.
Your objection is overruled. You have a chance to cross-examine the witness after the defense is through. Mr. David.
It happens to be very long distance, and I got a telemarketer that said, please call back on Monday.
Okay. So, Odabi, did not comply with its, suggestion that it would be able to give you a replacement fee if you tried to contact them.
Right.
So you.
As the director of the camp, are you aware of what programs are being downloaded or used for the course you are provided for your camp?
Yes, I can see every monitor to this lab.
Order!
I am the master of all ninjas. I am different. I am loaded.
Quickly,
I
say
am
my
ninja!
Your purpose here, Mr. Linda?
I have come to speak in the defense of divergence.
Please. Defense, we will allow this strange occurrence. We will consider the witness for you. You may begin examining. What?
Hey, that's in the process.
So help me with this.
So help me, ninja gods.
And I would ask that you remove your mask.
Now, may I ask, what information on the defense of cyber camps can you share with us?
I have a copy, the key that a ninja. I will this is a ninja.
Okay.
Ninja.
Tell us where you were during this time.
I'm told you, a ninja.
Well, you can't tell us where the time was
Somewhere on the road.
on the wall.
Eastern Hemisphere. Not that.
I guess mask.
Not necessarily true. However, although Adobe does need to make lots and lots, and Odabi needs to make lots and lots of money.
I would just like to state that.
With a different verdict, that includes possible punishment, fines, etc., or just it's up to you guys to decide what happens to cyber.
Go after just one person when they could go after clearly the person who actually stole the program in the first place.
Like,
Because we're cyber camp,
yeah, that too. But guys, also just to point out, without knowing the actual wording of the agreement between Odabi and cyber camps, you can't know whether they're guilty or not guilty. But I thought we had a key.
The reality is, it's important that the law is still working.
I have no idea.
The way this works is when you break the law, it doesn't matter what your justifications are. There are very few scenarios in which it's ever all right. Ultimately, it is our decision, and we are the jurors. We get to choose. I mean, there's no...